Okay, if you watched my previous video and in case that you are a new viewer, I should tell you just because I called this move up and it happened doesn't mean that I am an excellent analyst and I will get it right 100% of the time. No, this is not the case. I am only here trying to get it right 6 out of 10 times and that's just it. And this thing right in here was just one of the times that I was right. So I want you to know, in case that you are a new viewer, I am not special. I'm just an average trader investor. Now, in today's video, having said that, we are going to check out this structure right in here in QNT and see what is going on in terms of Elliott waves. And I'm going to tell you, not only we do not need to be worried about quant, but also we should actually look forward to some more big moves on the upside coming in QNT potentially in the next few weeks. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember the last time that we talked about quant, we were somewhere around, I believe, these areas right in here. And I was saying, look, this move down right in here, when you compare it to this strong move on the upside, it looks, as you also can see it, very weak. That's why I said, look, there is a good chance we are having a correction down in here, and after it's over, we can have another big move on the upside. And in terms of the targets, we talked about it before. In terms of classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances, we had in here a very important resistance area, and as you can see, we went above it, down for a pullback, and followed by that, we continued our move on the upside and took this high, which to us, it meant that, look, this important resistance is broken, which is going to act from now on as a very strong support area. And for us, makes sense since we broke this region to continue our move up in order to reach to around the next important area, which is all the way up here between, let's say, 103 to about $110. And that's why we said the next target for quant is going to be reaching to somewhere around this region. Now, the question is, are we going to get a big move down from here? Or maybe this is just some sort of a consolidation pattern, and after it's over, we're going to get another big move on the upside. Well, there is no certainty in any market, and we cannot say anything for sure. But based on what I'm saying right now, I am willing to argue that, you know what, this is most likely going to be just a correction structure, maybe in form of an A, B, C, D, E, a triangle, or maybe it's going to be from this high, something like this, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then correction up, yeah, sure, let's say in form of an ABC, and we may have after it another 5 wave on the downside in order to complete the sub waves for, you probably know it, an A, B, C zigzag. And then after this is over, we can have a big move up, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to hopefully get a break of this region. And at that point, the road on the upside is actually going to be quite more clear, and we can expect our move up in QNT to accelerate quite a bit. Now, the question is in here, what are the possible scenarios on a higher degree? But let's go on H4 time frame and see what is going on. So in here in quant, when we got this move up and this pullback, I said, look, maybe the bottom is in, and soon we're going to get a move on the upside, which means the bottom is in, and this bearish possibility is not going to be in play. Instead, we are going to argue that this can be, if we just take this one, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up in form of an expanding leading diagonal, and on a higher degree, it can be into a larger degree, wave 1, and then correction for wave 2, and this thing right in here probably is going to be a 5 wave up to about the recent highest high into wave 3, and we can have, as you can see, a correction down into 4, and after our correction is over, chances are we're going to get another big move up into this wave 5 right in here, maybe even in order to reach to around this important resistance area between 150 to about $160. So for now, I would like to go with this scenario that suggests we are having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we have another possibility? Yes, but here's the thing. Those are actually a bit more optimistic scenarios. And in order to not get your hopes up that much, I would like to, for now at least, not talk about them a whole lot. And we will, let's just say, cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, let's just focus on this scenario that suggests there's a very good chance this move down is going to be a correction structure in QNT. Now, if you want to have a very strong confirmation that suggests we are indeed dealing with some sort of a correction, then okay, what you want to see from the current point, we'll just do this, is a move up in order to maybe take this side right in here. Why is that? Because at that point, if we do this, we can say maybe this is going to be just a very simple A, B, C zigzag from the side and not an impulse. And it means, well, okay, we are going to, at one point, most likely soon, continue our move on the upside. So you see, I think there is nothing to be worried about at the moment in QNT. We just reached to around this very important resistance. And well, by the first time that we are going to touch it, makes perfect sense for us to get some sort of a rejection. And then hopefully the next time we are going to get a break of this region, meaning we're going to go above it and have a candle close in weekly time frame above here. And then we're going to do a pullback and followed by that a continuation of the move up in order to take this high. For now, I'm liking this scenario quite a lot that suggests our move up in QNT is actually not over yet. Now, the question is, do indicators also suggest the same? Well, let's go on weekly chart, zoom in more in here and see what is happening. Excuse me. There we go. So, as you can see, in a stock RSI, we are having now a confirmed buy signal, which is a fantastic sign that suggests our move up is going to continue. And what is happening in MACD? Let's just bring it up. There we go. As you can see, we are also having a buy signal in here. And this is exactly what I have been looking for so long. In every single video, when we checked indicators, I was telling you, look, in order to be bullish with a lot of confidence, you need to have buy signals in these two indicators at the same time, and we have it now. So for me, makes sense to be absolutely bullish in QNT in weekly time frame. What about daily charts? Well, okay, we are having also in here confirmed buy signals in MACD and stock RSI at the same time, but in stock RSI we're not actually looking that strong. So in the short term, meaning maybe in the next week we might get a move down. However, again, please understand, in terms of Elliott waves, this move down is going to be very normal. There's a very high chance that we are having just some sort of a correction structure, which actually it may not even be that deep, and after it's over we're gonna get another big move up in quant. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. In QNT, for now at least, and just for me, the shape of this structure right in here is so important, and this is exactly why I am so bullish. Not just because from this point around 50 bucks we had about 100% move on the upside. No, we can have 100% move up in form of a correction structure, and at that point I'm just not going to be bullish. However, in QNT we're not seeing that. This to me seems like a very clear, if I just take this one, okay, 1 2 3 4 5-wave impulsive structure up. The question is, what happens after a 5-wave up? If you are a regular viewer, you know the answer, a correction structure on the downside. Now, at the moment, the bullish scenario that I'm thinking about is a 1 2 3, and then this whole move down, which we are going to get soon, is probably going to be a correction for 4, and after it we're going to have another move up into wave 5. And there is a very important point in this structure. According to this, if we're going to have a correction for wave 4, well, okay, one of the main characteristics of a wave 4 is that it's not actually that deep. It's just going to take some time, and I would say maybe like a week or two. So you see, this is another important sign that suggests in quant, downside movements are actually extremely limited, and I would say we are most likely not going to go once more under this region around $80 again. We're just going to consolidate above this area, maybe in form of a triangle structure or maybe an ABC, and after it's over I'm expecting another big move up, which in it I'm hoping that we get a break of this area and do something like this, and at that point, who knows, maybe from here we're gonna have another 50% move up in order to reach to about this very important resistance from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. It's definitely possible. So overall in QNT, I just do not believe that for now we should be worried at all. everything looks good. We just need to consolidate in here a bit and get some rest in order to gather the power for the next huge wave. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in QNT's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.